favorite album of the year so far?
My two favorite currently for this year are the Willow album for sure, and also the new Brain Story album.
Oh,
Crazy. That sucks.
The new Shannon and Clams album is one of my favorites. The other one is a metal album from the band Ulcerate.
And then also that new Peggy album, that new
Oof.
JPEG Mafia album.
McGee's new album, 2-Star and the Dream Police. Really good. You should check it out.
I really like the single from the Shut Ups from Oakland, Friends for Life. That song's been stuck in my head. And their 2022 album.
I don't think I could decide. I'm undecided.
You have 3 minutes.
That's it. I'm undecided. Just
Undecided by the undecided.
undecided by Untitled by I don't know featuring yeah.
I'm going to go with Crucified by Cruza and Bird's Eye, Raven Lene.
Ooh.
For me, it's also the Brain Story album. And Klaus Johann Grobe released an album this year as well that's pretty fire.
I don't really have one. I've been kind of just focused on mixing for the majority of the year.
Quick honorable mention for the album, Love Heart Cheat Code, Hiatus Coyote.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fuck
Cinnamon Temple.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Where does the name Modded Out come from?
I have a fan theory.
Yeah, let's hear
Let's
it.
hear the fan theory.
Let's hear the fanfic.
Big time vapors. Just vaping.
Yeah, we
You guys are all about your mods.
out of our carts.
Your vape.
What I remember from us trying to figure out our name, because originally I think when it was Carlos, it was like Project One because we couldn't think of a name. We had a song that we put on YouTube hidden, and this guy right here, Lewis, he called it Modded Out, and we were just kind of like listening to it, thinking about it, and then we ended up just being like, that's kind of a cool name. Why don't we just use that?
Because of the sounds that were used, it was like one of those PSR Yamaha keyboards that had like distorted guitar sound or some shit. It just sounded like modded. So, you know, for whatever reason, a Modded One or Modded Out came out of that. Modded One was actually also Project
Who is
One
the
and Modded Out.
Modded one.
How's writing for you guys?
Well, Enrique, do you write anything? Because you kind of spearhead a lot of the songwriting.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's like 2 ways music happens for us. Actually, 3 ways. It usually starts with either Isaiah playing a good groove, Sal playing a good bass line, and then they just kind of go with each other. And regardless of what I'm doing, I'm never going to be able to overpower that. So I'm forced to go in, and then I'll either go in with an idea immediately, or I'll literally just shit on top of the song, like play like worst scales, choose the ugliest notes, and then just like really hammer those in. Because like me personally, I do like a lot of like color in the chords that I choose and stuff. So like dissonance is something
Hell yeah,
I,
brother.
like, you know, I
Big
really
fan
look
of
for in
dissonance.
chords and stuff. Another thing that's happened a couple times is that we'll be practicing for a show coming up, and then we'll play like a part that we're, you know, like really digging or that we're having trouble on. Just kind of loop it over and over. And then sometimes, you know, we like to fuck around with each other. So like if Sal's practicing a really straight bass line, I'll like try to play along with him at first, and then I'll like really fuck it up and play something awkward offbeat to try to get his timing off. Or, you know, Isaiah will do the same thing, and then
move the downbeat for
yeah,
no reason.
I'll move the downbeat around.
Rascals.
And then sometimes we're just like, why does that work? And we'll just do that over and over, and then that turns into a jam session. And the third way is just kind of, I'll get bored, or I hear a song that I really want to like use as inspiration, and like I'll either break down the chords, break down like or try to emulate the vibe of it with the drums or the kind of bass line in there, and then just kind of build from there.
I will say a couple of our more popular songs actually came from that second one, where we were preparing for a show. Our first show, 2 days before the show, we just jamming, and All That You Do came out, and we performed it for the first time. And that came out of the same kind of like last minute, just in practice, something comes up and we build on it and it becomes a thing.
Am I mistaken, or was Say Goodbye also like that?
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna ask.
I was there.
What was the
it.
process of that one? Because that's one of my favorite
it
songs of all time.
literally just happened.
That was also
I got
Literally,
like
we're sitting there and then it appears.
I got
Yeah.
like 7 videos of that shit.
Like, yeah, I think that first time we played it, we probably played it for like half an hour, like nonstop.
That one, and then when you guys first played Swig for everyone.
Swig is fun.
Oh,
Swig,
Swig.
Swig was sick as fuck.
It was really early in our careers. We had this other song that we called like. We never called it anything, but in the recording, Isaiah calls it Disco Funky Butterfly Bitch or something like that. So there were some chords in there. I've heard it recently, I think. I took those chords, moved them around, and then we turned it into swig. But for Say Goodbye, that one was an offshoot of an offshoot. So the original first song that had those chords in it was a song we have called Starlight. And with that, you know, they were fast, so in practicing them, I would slow it down a lot. And then that turned into our other song, So Blue. And then So Blue, we were fucking around, warming up for another show or something. And then that turned into Say Goodbye. Yeah.
Banger.
I like So Blue.
So, I love
I
So
like
Blue.
that one.
I have a soft spot for So Blue.
If you guys
Yeah, fair.
turned into worms, but still played music, I'd listen to you guys still.
Los Wormamos.
Should start the first Worm record label.
Prestige Worm Wide.
Worm Rock.
Remember our subgenre, Alex? Subterranean worm music.
Subterranean Worm
Halfway
music.
there. You guys are halfway there. Now you guys are just Terranian.
It's our 1-year anniversary of throwing shows at Coyote
Also,
Studios.
shout out Coyote
Yeah.
Studios.
Shout out
Shout
Coyote
out
That-
Studios.
alright.
Fucking,
That's something we got to speak
a
on.
fucking
Shout
blessing of a
Yeah,
spot.
let's give a little time to
Shout out
Coyote
Bobby,
Studios.
Shout out Vile.
Shout out Vile. Shout
yeah,
out Bobby.
Shout
Viles,
out Todd.
we had met them through the art compound people.
Shout out Art Compound.
Art
too.
Shout
Compound.
out
Shout out the Art Compound.
Atlas, man. Shout out Donna.
It was last year in June.
It was
the
like in
first time we
June, yeah. And then Vile had seen us and he's like, "You guys want to throw shows here?" And we're like, "Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Fuck it." And it took us like a month and a half. It was like, "Fuck it, yeah, we'll try it out." And the first one we did was Wasteland.
played. You guys were on it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Sick as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely a great place to throw a show. So
Yeah.
hit them up.
Also got to shout out Alley Gallery,
Alley Gallery.
because they were one of the first ones that helped us come back.
Yeah, they were the first ones that really rocked with us in the
Yeah.
beginning, too.
Yeah, in the
Been there
beginning.
since day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Gio, man.
Shout out
That's
Gio.
the homie for real.
Shout out to Oscar for selling me the drum set.
He's also our artist. He does a lot of our art.
Art.
For most of the merch that we've put out, it's his work.
I just want to say individually, I feel super blessed to be playing with these guys. Not to get like sappy about it, but like they're really awesome. We've had a lot of really good experiences playing like all over, playing like from here all the way out to like the IE. Shout
San
out Bass
Diego.
Rev, San Diego. We've had some shows where it was like it could have been whack, but you know, because of these guys, like it was chill. It was a good time, and you know, we're super grateful to like know so many bands who are like cool, and they'll play. They're down like you guys. It's really awesome, and just like there's just like a wealth of music, you know, happening with or without us. Like super grateful.
And thank you guys for always inviting us to shows and letting us play with you.
Now it's fun,
You
dude.
guys are definitely top one go-to guys we want to play with. Thank you guys for letting us have a conversation with you and ask you some questions.
Of course. Of course.
We need a mega song,
My
a mega
powers.
power song.
It is about demons. More demons.